In a LinkedIn post, Wicked CEO Jeff Boehm announced the expansion, stating that, quote, all 32 teams, starting with the New England Patriots, will be using Wicked to streamline the secure and credentialing program. Boehm says that the Boston firm's facial recognition authentication system will, quote, ensure that properly credentialed media, officials, staff, and guests can easily and safely access restricted areas, including the playing field, press box, or locker rooms. The selfie based face biometric system runs in tandem with the accreditation software from Accredited Solutions, which checks credentials at security checkpoints for complete identity access management, or IAM. Users with registered credential badges can have them scanned and compared against real-time selfie taken at the security checkpoint, triggering a green signal for go or a red signal prohibiting access. It also includes a phone-based system that is available to navigate possible glitches. An update from Stadium Tech Reports notes that some uncertainties about how the Wicked system will operate internationally at stadiums. Quote, early versions of Wicked systems have simply used Apple iPads mounted on poles to provide a place for facial recognition via a iPad camera. Recently, entry technology companies, including Axis, have been busy integrating Wicked software into their entry hardware. So it's possible that teams could end up using that method to host the Wicked system. The system brings additional security and protection against fake credentials, which Andrea Schultz, the NFL's director of strategic security programs, states are a growing problem. The explosion in online sports betting apps has contributed to the problem as officials try to stamp out efforts to cheat or steal money in order to cover gambling debts. Sports Business Journal quotes Billy Langenstein, Senior Director of Security Services for the NFL, states accountability is key to successful face biometric deployment. The league and the teams, quote, know every single person who is being credentialed to work in an NFL game, who they are, and the access levels they should have to do their job. And a big part of it is accountability for those individuals, embracing it, learning it, and evaluating the safety and security of the program. Wicked's ownership group includes part owners of the NFL Cleveland Browns. It has been among the more successful entrants in the biometric ticketing and IAM sector. In addition to its NFL contact, it tested facial recognition for ticketing at this year's Australian Open. So I know the last 2, almost 3 years, people's memories are pretty foggy, pretty messed up. I guess mine included, right? So I want to just remind people that this is not the first time that they've, in a sense, introduced or brought something directly to us that we were, in a sense, forced to use. You had the contact tracing that people were using, and during that time, people had to upload their tests, charts, whatever it is. And depending on the establishment, let's say if it was a football game or some other type of a stadium or maybe an eatery, you had to show if you were completely fine or if you weren't. And also with the exact same app or apps, they were able to ping different phones. I guess somehow, some way, tell if other people have it or not, or if you came into close contact with said people. So this is also touching on other videos that I've done where it dealt with China and how it is China has facial recognition technology all around, and you have various people deciding that they don't like it. They feel that it is very invasive and they don't want it to be around them or to record them. And they do whatever it is that they normally do in those instances. And I want people to understand that what we are seeing right now at this moment in time is the tip of the iceberg. I brought to you guys another video talking about smart cities, right? I even did a live stream directly about this. Again, shout out to those who were there for those live streams and those videos. But the main point to bring those things up is to let people know that when you deal with a smart city, you are dealing with a grid, an integrated city. You're dealing with a city that's going to have street lights and street poles and all of these things hooked up along with smart lights where they will be able to read and receive Wi-Fi signals. That means in or around. That means as you're driving by on the highway, if the whole highway is lit up and it's a part of a smart grid and they have smart lights and everything else within it, they can freely, along with giving you Wi-Fi, they could also receive the signals directly from your phone. Whatever encrypted messages or data, whatever's there, all of those things are going to be recorded unbeknownst to a lot of people. Some people will say, well, I don't see what the big deal is. It's for safety and security and it's going to make everything better. Yeah, on the face, it's going to make everything better. So yeah, if you just so happen to have a car accident, yes, the city will know and they can specifically just, push out AAA or the firefighters, EMS, whoever it is that needs to go specifically there. Yes, that is a good thing. Now, for the bad, what about for your privacy? What about the fact that you have your own device? You're not a child. You're a grown adult. You don't need the government or the governments specifically reading your phone, your text messages, looking through pictures, looking through contact information, recording whatever websites that you just so happen to go on. You don't need them to be that invasive and do that. Again, if this was something that was going to be used primarily for criminals, so be it. It is completely cool. But again, for face value, they'll say that this is for the safety, the security of the people, the town, the city, of the state. But behind the scenes, remember, they're going to be taking this data the same way that Facebook did. Remember what Facebook did? They took everybody's data and they were selling it to whatever brokers or whatever online sources directly out there. They were literally taking your information, making a profile, packaging that profile, selling it to the highest bidder. Then those highest bidders would then turn around and they would make ads tailored specifically to you. That's what a lot of these firms do with all of that data. They will create profiles of certain demographics, certain people, certain ages, and then they will specifically push those things out directly to you once they understand what it is that you like to look at, where it is that you spend the most time, what types of ads that you are receptive to and not receptive to. This is why when it is that, as I'm speaking to you guys and recording right now, I'm talking in front of my phone. If I happen to mention anything about fast food, or maybe video games, right? Maybe I want to get something from Uber Eats. Maybe I'm looking for a sale on a video game. I'm going to start to see those ads sooner or later, maybe this day, the next few days, or this week. But I'm going to see ads that are specifically tailored for what it is that I'm looking for. And I want people to understand that the phones are not reading um, our minds. It's the fact that our phones are always on, and the microphone that is a part of the phone is always on. So no matter if you think that your phone has a black screen or not, you think that it's resting or that it's sleeping, always know and acknowledge the fact that whatever you have is always watching you. No matter what electronic you have, it is listening, it is watching, it is receiving, right? And then that data is going to somebody else that you don't even know. It's going into a smart computer, or maybe even better yet, a quantum computer. If you don't know what a quantum computer is, you may want to look that up. And for those who think that quantum computers are not even in existence at this moment in time, I need you to start leveling up and realize that the tech that they give us is old in comparison to the stuff that they actually have that they use at this current moment in time. But anyways, um, I probably rambled on a little bit or whatnot, but let me know what you guys think, about this video, or even if I might have got close to or made a point in the comment description below. And as always, peace, love, and stay tuned for the next video.